So Kathy Hochul is out here on national TV blasting Texas Republicans for redistricting and calling it undemocratic and even legal insurrection. But before she points fingers to anyone in the South, she needs to be held accountable for what her own party did right here in New York. The two historic black congressmen, Jamaal Bowman and Mondaire Jones.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.
Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Damon K. Jones, and welcome to the Publisher's Desk. And I'm Black Westchester publisher Damon K. Jones. And today we have a real conversation, brothers and sisters. It's about real political hypocrisy. So Kathy Hochul is out here on national TV blasting Texas Republicans for redistricting and calling it undemocratic and even legal insurrection. But before she points fingers to anyone in the South, she needs to be held accountable for what her own party did right here in New York. The two historic black congressmen, Jamaal Bowman and Mondaire Jones.
A strong stand against a blatant power grab that's happening in their state as we speak. And this will have implications, not just in Texas, but for our entire nation and its future. And I have news flash for Republicans in Texas. This is no longer the Wild West. We're not going to tolerate our democracy being stolen in a modern-day stagecoach hoist by a bunch of law-breaking cowboys. Americans don't want a system that's stacked against them. They believe in fairness. It's fundamental. History will judge us on how we respond to this moment. But here in New York, we will not stand on the sidelines with the timid souls on the sidelines who don't care, will not invest their heart and soul into this battle. This is a war. We are at war.
See, we haven't forgot. In 2022, redistricting in New York slashed the black voter population in Jamaal Bowman's district, New York 16, by 17%. Now, that's not speculation, brothers and sisters. That's what was reported by News 12 and confirmed by Bowman himself. Black Bronx communities were stripped out of the district and scattered. The move weakened Bowman's base and made his reelection even harder.
Elsewhere in power and politics, newly released congressional maps for New York are raising concerns about voter diversity in the Hudson Valley and northern Bronx. News 12's Jonathan Gordon reports on how this may impact you when you head to the polls this summer.
The new lines for New York's 16th congressional district decreases the black voter population by about 17%, according to Congressman Jamaal Bowman. Instead of connected to southern Westchester, voters in three mostly black Bronx neighborhoods are scattered across other districts.
That dilutes our community. We are not given a seat at the table.
Members of the Westchester Black Women's Political Caucus are alarmed by separating two communities of interest.
Housing, education, health, environmental justice, and transportation are issues that are shared along the Bronx-Westchester border.
And it's not just the voters. The new maps may lead to less diverse candidates representing the Hudson Valley in the House next year.
But check this out. It wasn't just Bowman's District 17 that was redrawn. It was also Mondaire Jones, the first black openly gay congressman from District 17. And he was pushed out completely. He had to run in another district that he didn't even live in, and he ultimately lost. So historically for black people in New York, pay attention to what I'm saying. Historically for black people, we had two black male congresspeople for the first time ever in District 16 and 17. And because they did not fit the script of what the New York Democratic Party wanted, they redistricted them out. That's in New York. So Governor Hochul She has no grounds to stand on to condemn people in Texas. Now, is redistricting a good thing or a bad thing? Listen, whoever the party's in power, they're going to redistrict. And we see that here in New York. But in New York, they do it to their own. They eat their own. So if you want to talk about voter suppression.
Not just the voters. The new maps may lead to less diverse candidates representing the Hudson Valley in the House next year.
The map will most likely pit two first-time black progressive Democrats against one another. Congressman Mondaire Jones, who represents New York's 17th district, must choose to either run in the same district facing a primary from five-term Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney or challenge Bowman in New York's 16th district.
This right here really will diminish and decrease our representation in the House.
The maps are open for public comment through Wednesday, and advocates encourage voters to speak up.
This is not just a Democratic issue. This is a justice issue. This is a democracy issue.
Before the people in Congress look less like the communities they represent.
That's what it looks like when maps get used to erase real representation. They did it in their own districts here in New York, 16 and 17. And Bowman didn't hold back about it.
I'm just curious about your take generally about the redistricting process, how that was so difficult for you and to navigate in your race, and how it kind of edged out some progressive voices and made a mess of things and made things difficult, frankly, for a lot of progressive candidates in the state.
Yeah, we completely screwed that up. I mean, we as Democrats, to have a supermajority in the state legislature, to have control of the House of Representatives, and to botch that up the way we did, all because, in my opinion, I think we got greedy with the way we drew the lines, and that greed led to the lines being thrown out by Democratic appointed judges, maybe small d Democrat by name, but like corporate promo Democrats, but they were Democrats. To have that happen the way it happened was just a travesty. And to have Mondaire, what happened to Mondaire and him having to run in New York 10 was also, it's heartbreaking for me personally. Mondaire is an incredible member of Congress. He's brilliant as a person and in his role as a member of Congress. And he needs to be coming back to Congress. And it's unfortunate that he had to run in a seat that's not in his district. And obviously that hurt him.
So while Hochul is out here attacking Texas, let's be real. Her own party dismantled two sitting black members of Congress, not Republicans, not red states, her party, her machine, and it was her silence that let it happen. And before anybody starts with Hochul doesn't have veto power, let's be honest. She is the head of the Democratic Party. While she's governor, she didn't need a veto. She had the bully pulpit to stop them from taking away black voters and redistricting two districts, 16 and 17, that just voted for two black men. She had the power to speak up. She didn't. But now she wants to be the voice of democracy. That's hypocrisy. They replaced Mondaire Jones with Sean Patrick Maloney, who just claimed the district. They allowed the PAC money to pour into Bowman's race from AIPAC and kept quiet while progressive black voices got drowned out by millions of outside money. And let's not ignore the leadership either. Carl Hastings doesn't get it. Hasty, the leader of the assembly, doesn't get a pass. Andrea Stewart Cousins, the leader of the Senate, doesn't get a pass. Two black leaders ran the legislators that passed these maps. This is black on black political crime that we're seeing here. And they have the nerve to talk about Texas. No. So no, Hochul doesn't get to stand on moral high ground. You can't call out Texas redistricting and ignore what your own party did to two of the most historic black members of Congress in New York's history. That's not justice. That's not leadership. That is hypocrisy. And many black voters see it. Some of them won't say it. But here at Black Westchester, we have to call balls and strikes no matter who is at bat, because the people need the truth. And this has been the Publisher's Desk. I'm Damon K. Jones. Make sure you like and share and subscribe. And please check out our new merch. We have a new website that you could just go straight and get the merch and help us keep Black independent media strong, because this is the only way, by your support, we could keep speaking truth to power. As it comes from the people they try to silence. We're not going to be silenced on this. So you could help us. You could donate. You could buy our t-shirts. You could become a member on YouTube and help us keep this information flowing. We thank you again, and may you stay blessed, stay safe, and most of all, stay black-tastic. Peace.
Tired of the same emotional politics that lead nowhere? Emotional Politics, Logical Failure by Damon K. Jones is the book Black America needs right now. It exposes the lies, challenges the gatekeepers, and calls for real strategy, not just symbolism. Power starts with truth. On sale, now, and available in audiobook on Amazon.
Tolerance is for Cowards by Damon K. Jones. This book is not anti-police, it's pro-community. Discover how the extended policing strategy empowers you to demand real public safety, justice, and accountability from your local police department. Because the Black community deserves good policing. On sale now on Amazon and Audible. Discover Jesus and Divine Black Masculinity by Damon K. Jones. This a bold blueprint to restore faith, manhood, and purpose in Black America. Because the Black community needs good Black men. Available now on Amazon. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and share it with others who need to hear the truth. And for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes access, join the Black Westchester Magazine YouTube membership club today. Your support helps us keep independent Black media strong. Support independent Black media with style. Rock Black Westchester merch and represent the news with the Black point of view. Every purchase helps us speak truth to power.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.